You are reading an exceptionally well-written book or scanning a perfectly structured AI summary. The concepts flow logically. Everything makes sense. And for a moment, you feel a distinct sense of mastery over the material. Psychologists call this sensation cognitive fluency. When your brain processes information without friction, it rewards you with a feeling of satisfaction. The data is so easy to absorb that the experience feels indistinguishable from actual learning. Then you close the tab. You shut the book. Someone asks you to explain the concept you were just reading about, and you open your mouth to answer. You stammer. The clear logic you possessed seconds ago turns into a sudden blank. You hit a cognitive wall, unable to articulate the ideas that felt so vivid moments ago. Cognitive science research indicates the information never moved from short-term recognition to your long-term memory. It wasn't forgotten, it was never actually encoded. We mistake the ease of recognizing information for the actual competence of understanding it. Because processing the material was effortless, we incorrectly estimate that we have mastered it. To see how this works, we have to look at how we gauge our own knowledge. Your memory does not perform a direct search of a mental hard drive. Instead, it relies on quick cues to estimate what you know. The first cue is familiarity. When you recognize a term or have seen a subject repeatedly, your mind tags the entire topic as a known entity. Look at this illustration of a Norse ship. You recognize the dragon on the prow. That rapid visual recognition makes you feel confident that you know about the Vikings, even if you can't recall a single specific historical settlement. The second cue is what psychologists call partial access. If your brain retrieves one minor tangential detail, it assumes the core answer is also readily available. Consider this portrait of the 19th century novelist Anthony Trollope. You might recall his distinct beard and glasses. Retrieving those superficial details tricks your brain into assuming you can easily name his actual books. While these shortcuts help us make quick judgments in daily life, they lead to inaccurate self-assessments in school and professional settings, where deep comprehension is required. This blind spot scales up when we move from simple facts to complex systems. Psychologists Leonid, Rozenblit, and Keil identified this as the illusion of explanatory depth. You can easily see it with everyday mechanical objects. You know how to push the pedals of a bicycle, and because you can operate it, you assume you understand the internal physics of the gears and tension that drive the wheels. This technical illustration shows a simple interface. Pulling the chain empties the upper tank. But try explaining exactly how the water leaves through the bottom S-trap pipe, and your mental model often collapses. This effect is amplified in the digital era. We interact with coherent AI-generated summaries and expertly edited video essays that remove all friction. We engage in cognitive offloading, where the machine's ability to organize information is mistakenly internalized as our own mastery. We adopt the tool's output as our own knowledge. When the external presentation of information is perfectly smooth, our internal retention of it tends to be shallow. To get past the cognitive wall, we have to move beyond passive reading and embrace the discomfort of active output. True knowledge requires generative processing. You must engage in the effortful work of retrieving, organizing, and constructing ideas in your own words. This is built through retrieval practice. Connecting concepts entirely from memory constructs a stable, interconnected web of ideas. This is furthered by productive failure. Attempting to solve problems before seeing the answer primes your brain. The initial struggle reinforces the eventual understanding. Testing yourself and encountering the gaps in your knowledge allows you to break through the illusion of competence and develop genuine skill. The friction of struggling to explain a concept is the precise biological moment that true learning begins.